Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Well, last time we brought Vesca the wine for the big party they are throwing here at Costa del Sol, and hopefully it was the last ingredient. You have a look of a man who's been to the 7th hell and back. That the guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in his own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Lady Stoller, sag it! A thousand pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted Mrs. Man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, you must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length of Breath for a banquet, did you? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Rield has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him? Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighted and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. If he proved himself worthy, we swore we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Rield with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sense, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days only care for fortune and glory. Rield, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Wily Uplander is talentful plantsmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Walkman. I can only concur with my colleague's assessment. We 5 of a company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Cracks, Rield Agit, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend. Rield Agit, Titan's Bane. Titan's Bane. It's been too long since I last set foot outside Forgotten Springs, passing with time with old friends and old wine. Ah, today is a good day indeed. Okay. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Tasty fresh treats are plentiful in belly of boy flocks. It feels wonderful to be with the others again. I wish this day would never end. Exotic feast. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. I think they changed the cutscene here. Normally, you had here like 5 different items you had to click until that came, and it was less well presented. When you face the Lord of Cracks, think not of Limsalominster, Eorzea, or anything beyond this chamber. Think only of a man and woman at your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. God, the Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Unlike the last time, you came too late to make a difference. I will, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you look him in the eye and tell him Londoner sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Reed, but this is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind to indulge in Wilt. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle of Titan is yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Mount speed in eastern Lenosha increased. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Rayol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then he will appear to meet you at his 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive by now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. And to get to Camp Bronze Lake, if you have nothing else, you go here back to Wineport, walk to Upper Lenosha and over here and around the cliffside, and here's the entrance. And that is what I will do now. I think I show you the way. Just because we have never been in that part of Upper Lenosha. To find runes like these all the way over outer and upper launch here. These are ruins of Nim, a fallen civilization that used to exist on this island. And over there is the Wanderer's Palace, in the middle of a lake, which, among other things, is a dungeon. And here, let's whistle and get the points. And over there as well. This gentleman here. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would be calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled upon this beastman Aetheryte, see? What's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified Aetheryte, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there's no fundamental difference between such Aetherytes and those with which you have used on countless occasions. Built. Ah, well, that isn't that Charlie unless... Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to evade your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsiders ever fully explored. How a company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I long pondered. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong strap and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. It was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ogomoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't it? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the ass if we didn't have an Aetheryte. Wouldn't it? So it stood to reason the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetheryte shards in the depths of Ogomoro, you would have been needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify their signatures within the live stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlie and bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it were nothing any Charlian scholar worth a salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherytes in question happen to be... Yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It's possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I'm worth my salt. Oh, you are lost. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we go out to Zolma's Ram and take a closer look at the Aetheryte? It ain't far, though there should be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Yeah, and Zolma's one is that passage over there. Leading up to Outer Lanosha, where all the kobold digs are. So this is the Aetheryte the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, this Aetheryte signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, but I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it's possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetheryte's signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now let's see if I am worth my salt. I've located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparations. And with that, we unlock the naval, our second trial.
Look, an overdriller. This is an invader from above. Use our Aetherytes against us. He's defiled Titan Sanctuary. Trespassed. Violated. Defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of Cracks. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of a covenant. You shall be first to face judgment, when Nimsa Luminsa their oath-breakers. Liars, betrayers, oath-breakers. O great Father, Lord of Cracks, Titan, we summon you. We summon you. He's come, the Lord of Cracks, Titan is come!
Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? My vile kind coveted ever the blessings of a land, and murdered my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. But I'm not the first to suffer thy defiance, thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless Overdweller, the myriad heresy shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance.
There is Titan.
Sons of man, murderers of my children.
This is a gimmick of Titan. From time to time he disappears and destroys the border of the arena. The closer you stand to the middle of the arena, the more damage you get from that. And another gimmick of Titans is this landslide, which tries to kick a player off the arena. Titan's Heart is kinda like Ifrit's Nail was if you don't destroy it in time because your DPS fell out of the arena, for example. Well, he just instant kills you. And the Granite Jail locks one player in, he can't move, can't do anything, and if you don't free him in time, Titan just instant kills him as well. Tremble before the might of the earth. To the last I grapple with thee. Titan kinda has the form of a sumo ring, I am. And the Rookus Jail. Be careful with jail and landslide that you don't wake someone out of a jail directly into the landslide. It would be worse than keep letting them stay in the jail. The Lord of Cracks, Great Father Titan has fallen. Our fourth crystal. The crimes of the Overdweller shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never! It was your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy!
Now these are the readings one would expect from an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure this is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine, read that in. My curiosity, as you so elegantly put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why? If there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Fool. And now he has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. A nod remained to mark his passing. Well, the Ascians are nothing if not elusive. It's of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magic at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I fear I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I've taken measures to ensure we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There's something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zerma's One, and we will rendezvous at Camp Brownslake, agreed? I'm relieved to see you well. But come, let us discuss our next step. Mount speed is increased here as well. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of our mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Wild. Once again I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. So that brings back to Limsalominsa. To the Aft Castle. It's good to see you, Private Agate. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, and I'm pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the warriors of light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice it to say, we are glad to have a scion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Until next time, Private.
Well, this is Minfilia. Ishtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, and one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Ishtola emerged from Orgrimmar unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. This is a PvP still. Okay. Anyway, I will end this episode here and we return to the Waking Sands next time and see what it is Minfilia has to talk about. Another party? We were promised a hero's welcome after all. Until next time when we will see. I am Ace and don't get lost.